Is this even recording? Oh, looks like it's recording. Hey everybody, Dead Linux again. It is finally sort of spring-like-ish, sort of. Anyway, here we're back in the back of the pickup, and we're getting ready for, basically, hopefully a good season of fishing. So what I wanted to show you real quick was just getting ready for it without buying too much junk. If you probably remember this old reel, so, you know, I got the reel and rod out. Big deal. What I'm doing actually is taking off a bunch of the line that's probably gained a lot of muscle memory, not muscle memory, but a lot of memory over the winter. So, as you can see here, it's curling up a little bit, so I'm just using a stick to wrap it around. And then I'm just going to basically wrap it around the stick, you know, just like, you know, just getting it off of there. Why don't I just use my hand or something, or just pull it off? I don't know, just cleaner, I guess. There's no real reason. You don't want to wrap mono around your hand, though, and keep wrapping it like that, because you will cut off the circulation in your hand, and since mono stretches, it will actually cut off the circulation, and it could actually hurt you pretty badly. So try not to do that. Here we have our old sheep shears, and there's not a whole lot of stuff to do with these, but I do recommend keeping these in your tackle box. Heavy-duty set of scissors, like steel. These are ancient, actually. I think I inherited them from my mother, so they're about 30, 35, 40 years old, but they are the best scissors in the world, and they're great for cutting bait and cutting through all sorts of weird stuff you run into, and who knows. So it's good to have them in there. Better than a knife, actually. Scissors actually works a lot better than a knife. We have ye old Bud Light Cozy, and inside here, if you've never seen this trick before, that's where I keep my lines. You buy one of the big spools of fishing line, and I think this is still the same spool of trilene big game line that I've had for years. I just keep it in here and keep it nice and clean and dry, and then I just scooch it up, and then I can pull line out of it whenever I need to, either out of the bottom, if you really want to be clever, or out of the top. Actually, is this trilene big game line? This is trilene big game line. Yep, there we go. See? Oh. There's no autofocus. Lovely. There we go. Yeah, trilene big game, super strong. And I don't even know what the poundage is. I think it's 25? Is it? Let me see. 650 yards. Yeah, it doesn't even tell me what the yardage is anymore. Oh, for Pete's sake, I'll just wrap it around. Okay. Yeah, 20 pound. That's all I really use. What I've got on there now is suffix. I'm not a big fan of it. This stuff actually works just fine for around here. And again, just for spring stuff, what you should have if you are a catfishing fanatic or a fishing fanatic around here, which is basically heavy-duty river fishing, if you're going for heavy-duty fish. If you are going for panfish, your perch, your bluegills, your smaller fish, this is too much for you. You don't need all this stuff. Basically, all you need is one of these. And then you basically have to keep some, I don't know what it is, just a bunch of hooks and swivels on one side, maybe, not even. Basically, all you really need is a bunch of jigs and some split shot, and that's all. But this is, basically, this is only, really, I use this for, is all the little stuff that I want to keep dry and want to keep organized. So what I've got in here is, this is actually, what are these? Different types of swivels. So these are just your basic barrel swivels, which I use for all sorts of crazy stuff, for rigs. We got a couple of different sort of, is that a woodpecker? No, it's something, that's like a squirrel or something. Do I have any other kind of barrels? I do have some, well maybe I don't anymore. I thought I did. I had some actual, oh here we go, yeah. Swivels with the actual clips on the ends of them. Like that. I don't use these for catfishing. I rig directly to the line like you should, but for other stuff, if you're switching up to go for northerns or for goldeye or for sheephead or whatever, you know, and you want to keep it, you know, with a jig, those are nice. Different sizes of hooks, and you'll notice I'm out of my favorite circle hooks. These are actually big worm hooks here for trolling. I don't know why I bought them. I thought they'd be fun, but they actually don't work very well. And then these are just leaders, in case you are running into places where you're afraid fish are going to bite through your line. I got some little steel leaders I bought on sale. So that's just basic stuff. Big, hairy deal. This stuff. Wide variety of jigs, various bright colors, all between the 1 ounce to half ounce. Actually, these are mostly half ounce to quarter ounce, when I think about it. I don't really have, like, this guy might be, ooh, this guy's seen some damage. No, he hasn't. It's actually the good one. This I think is my ½ ounce. The only ½ ounce I've got left. I think I've lost the rest of them. The ½ ounce ones are really nice. I think there's a ¼ ounce, I believe. And these must be 1/8 ounce. This is about as light as you want to go with river fishing. Anything lighter than this, and the current takes it and throws it all over the place. These are good for all sorts of other stuff too. Split shot, that's just because I was raised on California fishermen who use split shot for bass all the time. That's a floater. And then daredevils. Various kinds. Spinners. You gotta have spinners. You always have to have spinners. You're gonna lose them, but you should have them because they are kind of a universal sort of lure. They're cheap, they work, and they work well, and they're hard to screw up. So keep them in your tackle box at all times. Done. Okay, so next. Trusty old scale. This is just like your cheap old big ones. You can get one of the bigger ones too that aren't as aggressive and aren't as harmful. I mean, because this basically you could hook it underneath the edge of the gill, like that, and then you can weigh the fish that way, or you can actually stick it in the mouth and go out the back, but that's kind of a pain. So whenever I've used this, I've used it for